Good evening, everyone. Today, my group and I will be presenting about the electric motor. In our group, there are two of us, me, myself, Aingru Ruben, and Logamler. So moving on to the next slide. In this next slide, I will be giving you a talk on the general introduction about electric motor. An electric motor is an electrical machine that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Motors are designed to produce rotary or linear motion when their electric current and magnetic field interact with one another, which is commonly known as electromagnetic interaction, a term coined by Hans Christian Ørsted in 1820. It was André-Marie Ampere who explained the generation of mechanical force by this electromagnetic interaction and introduced the Ampere's force law. On to the next slide. In this next slide, I will be telling you the basic electrical circuit and its components. The first would be a rotor, followed by stator, bearings, air gap, windings, and commutator. So this is a detailed image on where all these electrical components are situated in an electrical motor. And the following slides will be presented by my groupmate, Loga. I hand it to you.
Okay, thank you, Ruben. So, for the working principles which are based on the electromagnetism is the electric motor is mainly depends on the interaction between electric current and magnetic field, which is nothing but a Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction that reads whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, flux is induced in the current, due to which a current starts to flow, which is called induced current. So, in a simple words, when the electric current is passed through a coil, it generates a magnetic field that allows the coil to rotate in its own axis. The direction of this force is explained by Fleming's left-hand rule, which says if the thumb, forefinger, and middle finger of the left hand are placed perpendicular to each other, and if the forefinger shows the direction of the magnetic fields, the middle finger represents the direction of the current, then the thumb will show the direction of the force. So this is a diagram based on Fleming's left-hand rule. And moving to the uses in life generally and industry specifically. So for the users, electric motors are incorporated in blowers, pumps, industrial fans, machine tools, power tools, and household appliances. Electric watches impart a useful application of electric motors that are responsible to accelerate the hands in wristwatches, which were previously conducted by the mechanical spring method. They are differentiated by multiple factors, including internal constructions, applications, power source, and the type of output generated. For example, the electric motors are used on a large scale where the pump is attached to the motor to lift the water up and distribute it for domestic or agricultural purposes. These motors are also embedded in hybrid cars to drive them under a certain limit without petrol. So for the last slide, we will discuss about the safety issue relating to the electric motor handling. So for the safety issue, do not exceed 12 volts to power the motors. You may get an electric shock, and high voltages may also cause parts to overheat and create a fire. Motors spin very fast. Always wear safety goggles and conduct a proper inspections of the motor winding. And lastly, we need to perform a power supply test to determine whether there is any problem by the motor. And that's all for from us. Thank you.